Hello guys, again this is time for chapter 6. So basically more than half of the project is already done. Chapter 6, the principle of alternation, and I'm going to explore into this chapter one of the most important rational or most important principle for the Elliott Wave theory. Why? Because according to this principle, you may have an educated guess regarding how price may act and what price may do on a specific level, namely on a fourth wave, based on what was happening in the past, namely what was happening on a second wave. It should be stated from the beginning that the principle of alternation is not a rule, it is not mandatory, but price has the tendency to respect it. So if this is the case, then traders should take into consideration the alternation rule. The principle of alternation is referring to alternation between the second and the fourth wave, and also it is worth to be mentioned that then the principle holds true for more than 90% of the time, okay? 90% of the time when the alternation happens between the second and the fourth wave of the same degree, again, of the same degree. So, with such a high degree of success, then definitely that I am interested in seeing such a principle. The alternation, as stated by Ralph Elliott, requires alternating of simple and complex correction patterns in the second and the fourth waves. That means that if in the second wave, for example, you have a correction like a zigzag or a double zigzag and so on and so on the fourth wave you should look for a complex form of a correction, like a double or a triple combinations. We will check them later on this project, or like a flat triangle and so on. When you're looking for price to alternate between the second and fourth waves, you should take into consideration more things, not only the price and the form, but also the price, time, the severity of the move, and also the intricacy of the move. That means the number of subdivisions present in each pattern. So under this chapter, or under this subchapter, I will have different examples of principle of alternation on different pairs. They are all referring to the alternation between the fourth and the second wave, but the idea is to show you as many examples as possible in order for you to understand what I mean and how this principle can help you in trading. Now, this is a euro-dollar. This is a euro-dollar 4-hour chart, and what I'm looking for the move that started here. Let's change the color a little bit. Let's make it blue. So the move that started here and ended here to the upside, and this is an impulsive move. And what I'm looking for a potential second and fourth. I'm looking for a potential second and fourth wave for this impulsive move, and looking for the alternation to happen within these two waves. So let's make it a little bit bigger, and let's write here that this is principle of alternation. Principle of alternation, and let's say example number 1. Now, whenever you are looking at an impulsive move, like most likely this move here is, then you are looking for the second and the fourth wave to alternate. Now, if this is considered to be an impulsive move, then normally it should be labeled based on what we already know as 1, the first wave, and the second wave, then the third wave here, and the fourth wave, and the fifth wave. Now, according to the principle of alternation, you should look for alternation between the second and the fourth wave of the same degree. So you're looking for the fourth wave here to alternate with the second wave. And they should do so in price. That means the distance covered by the second and the fourth wave should be different. They should alternate also in time. That means the time taken for the corrections in the second and the fourth wave to take place. They should alternate in the severity of the move. That means the retracement level the second and the fourth waves are reaching when compared to previous ones. And the previous level when you're looking at the second level is the first one. And the previous level when you're looking at the fourth wave is the third one. They should also alternate in frequency. That means the number of subdivisions of each wave. For example, the second wave here has 2 subdivisions, and the fourth wave here has different subdivisions. And also they should alternate in terms of construction or structure. That means the pattern that is forming in these waves. So based on our example here, I would say that. By the way, before moving forward, the second and the fourth wave should alternate at least in one. So at least in one, all from the above mentioned. Okay. So at least in price, time, severity, intricacy, or construction or structure. Now, first of all, if this is an impulsive move with 1, 2, you are seeing that the second wave here has a structure of a zigzag. So this is a nice ABC of a lower degree. So let's say that this is an A, B, C. And why such a principle is helping traders? Because by the time you have the consolidation on the second wave, let me also mark the beginning of the first wave. So by the time you have the consolidation on the second wave, like ABC, this is a structure that is called a zigzag. We already covered the zigzags. So we say here that this is a zig or simple zigzag for the second wave total. And this simple zigzag, let me make this one smaller. And this zigzag here gives you the clue that when you're looking for a fourth wave, then you're looking for the fourth wave to alternate in structure, okay, then when compared with the second wave. Now if the second wave is only let's say corrected with a simple zigzag, then you're looking for the fourth wave to make a complex correction or a contracting triangle and so on. You are also looking for and as a matter of fact we have a possible triangle here for the fourth wave. So as you can see, so this is a possible contracting triangle for the fourth wave. As you can see that they alternate also in structure. Then you should take into consideration the time taken for the second wave to consolidate. So you should just take a vertical line and you put it on top of the first wave, and let me change the color for it. And then another vertical line and put it at the end of the second wave here for the C wave, ABC. And then we should measure the length. We should measure the length of the second wave. Let's change the color a little bit. And this length of a second wave, you should put it on top at the beginning of the fourth wave. So by the time the third wave ends, and this is the time taken for the second wave to consolidate, and the fourth wave should alternate or should differ also in terms of the time taken. So it should be either smaller, but this is quite small, or bigger, and you will see that the fourth wave takes way much more time to consolidate it than the second wave. So we had the consolidation, the alternation in the construction structure. We had the zigzag here and the contracting triangle there. And let's move on the next recording to see more.